I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Salute, and welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now, so we're getting deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. And yeah, you may as well call me Chef Shark tonight because we're gonna be cooking some colonizer, tenderizing it, seasoning it, chopping it up. Oh, y'all knew what this foolishness that's been going on in the news cycle lately. I wasn't gonna let these clowns slide, right? I got to get them because see, shout out to everybody else with platforms that's been calling them out and getting on their bumper. But I'll say this, and everybody does what they do in their own way. There's just certain types of disrespect that when people try you got to meet that head on with a sledgehammer, man. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm not playing no games about people disrespecting our culture. So I'm going to go ahead and say at the onset of the broadcast, hey, if it don't apply, you best let it fly. We understand that there's brothers and sisters from all walks of life that don't feel the way that the people that we gonna have to straighten out here tonight feel. So if you're not one of them, not talking to you. If you feel some type of way, don't bring it over here to my lineage in my chat room. You better go check your folks because I've said it many times. If we have to get them, then damn it, some hit dogs gonna holler. It is what it is, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know we're going to get all the straightening going over here tonight. Oh, yes, we are. So now that you know what type of broadcast we're having, let me go ahead and greet my esteemed guests. People already showing love on the Cash App. Salute to the good sister AH for the Cash App. Thank you very much, my sister. Let's scroll up to see who I see in the building here. And let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay, because they might go ahead and start the shenanigans early, but hey, it is what it is, man. They're not going to stop this message from getting out. I'm telling you that. So I see the good brother Seven Skills in the building. Charles Gibson, Tuesday Woke in here. D. Foster, Melanated Tay. I see the good sister V. Mosby in the house. What's going on, sister? Chichi Banana. Jason Ferreira's in here. Sakina's in here. My good brother Noah Randall's in here. Hey, man, PewTube's going to always be messing with this channel, my brother Noah. Here's what it is, man. PewTube monkeys don't stop no show. Going on, Dad Miller TV. I see Sean Men's in here. Jesse Paris, a.k.a. Shay and Crewman's in here. Michael Williams. Let's see. Patricia Jenkins, the wonderful, intelligent librarian. Kevin Blackwell's in the house. Derek Parker's in here. Yeah, I think I already saw the Sister Stuns Ed. D. Foster, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Diesel Mike, what's going on the highways and byways, my brother? Goddess Navi is in here. Ruvi. Oh, man, I hate to butcher this brother. Whoever this person's name. Ruviencia Felicia. Forgive me if I butcher your name, fam. I like to try to pronounce everybody's names correctly. So, I'll say RF. Salute to you. Pudophilia's in the house. Let's see. Willie McKinney's in here. Mongo Slade's in the building. Netterbug, what's going on, Netta J? Hope you're doing well, sister. CRU Reality's in the building. Salute and welcome to everyone that's joining us in attendance here. So, everybody can hear me okay. Everybody said we loud and clear over here. Because I want to make sure that y'all can hear me because once I started sizzling, they're going to be mad in the motherfucker tonight. It is what it is, though, because it's time for somebody to check this disrespect the way it's supposed to be checked. And see, before we get started, let me say something to everybody that's FBA and non-FBA if you own code. Let me tell you something about respect, right? When people disrespect you, folks don't get to tell you how to respond to that. That's just like if you start a fight and you punch somebody in the face, and then when they start molly-whopping your ass and hooking these jumper cables up to you, like we say down in Georgia, and then the motherfucker get to talk about, oh, you can't hit me like that, or too hard, time out. No, motherfucker, you threw the first punch. Ain't no time out. Once the music starts, just keep dancing. With that said, speaking of music, just in case y'all didn't know, this is about as lighthearted as the broadcast gonna get, because y'all know that this little tune right here, it's kind of been stuck in my head, and since it's stuck in my head, got to make sure it's stuck in y'all head. So we're going to go ahead and play our sponsor here because when we get to cooking, ain't going to be no jokes over here tonight.
Hand in my food, go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Go on, still do. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, go on, do what you do. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, bitch, do what you do. Nigga, do what you do. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, wash your hand in my food. Wash your hand in my food. Go ahead, put your foot in my food. Go ahead, put your foot in my food. Nigga, do what you do. Go ahead, cut your food up. Cut the food up. Get real fucking rude, bro. Go ahead, cut the food up. With your foot up. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck, fly it up. Go ahead, bitch, fry it up. Cut the flies up. I don't give a fuck, fry it up. Yeah, bitch, just a lip tonight and get it flipped tonight.
Nasty bitch.
Some of them going to sleep. Fuck God!
What the hell is that? What the hell is this? What the hell?
Yeah, that's the brother Super Ray, y'all. In case you don't know who's behind that, man, that brother is a fool with it, man. I'm telling you, bro. That dude's hilarious. They be mad as hell, but I'm like, listen, man, let me tell y'all something. Even though that's funny, let me tell you something, man. I want sisters to particularly catch this, all right? If you really want to deal with somebody, deal with them with the raw truth, because you know what? The truth is funnier than anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a witty sense of humor, you know how to put it in the right context. And here's what really burns people. If you hit them with the hidden truth they think you don't know nothing about, particularly the tether class, and you particularly nice, nasty, calm when you do it. Oh, boy, that hurts. And we're going to get into hurting some feelings over here tonight with nothing but the truth. But before we get into cooking these colonizers, we got to address something at the onset of the broadcast here, because this is something I want to put in front of my audience. And sisters, this is a call to arms for you. Now, I know you're probably saying, what you mean a call to arms, GBS? In a figurative sense, of course. I don't want y'all going to jail and then I have to bail y'all out and get you attorneys. Now, look, now, I better things to spend money on than that. Or maybe have to come and rescue y'all. But I'm saying in the figurative sense, this is a call to arms, because what we're going to review first here tonight is a problem amongst our own lineage, okay? And see, this is why I don't do the gender banging over here, because I got sense enough to know that we need you, sisters. We do. We do. We need your little peanut head asses. I don't care how much you get on our nerves, and we know we get on y'all nerves. We still love you, and we all we got. So we better come together on code and figure this thing out. And I'm talking FBA and non-FBA that's on code. We need you, okay? Because, see, what we're going to review here first tonight, we're going to review something that the women going to have to deal with, okay? Because, see, there's some battles that the men, we just can't fight. We really can't, okay? There's sometimes you have to be smart enough to know when now it's time for your women to deal with this, okay? So, to set the tone of what we're about to review here, a lot of y'all probably already saw this, right? But we're going to read through it anyway, because as everybody knows, oh boy, the Democrat shields and the Biden sexuals, Project 2025 gonna get y'all. Oh, they get up in there, boy, the Republicans and Project 2025 and Twump. And a lot of them can't even say Trump. They say Twump. Oh, boy, y'all, man, don't even get me started clowning on them goofy Democrat shields. Well, here's the deal, and I'm going to break down something because I posted this on my community tab, and boy, I saw a couple of shields in that comment section. Boy, I was like, here we go with the fearmonger again. First of all, before I get into breaking this down, let me say this to everybody. I'm going to say it again. I'm probably one of the only people that you'll hear say this. For those of you that claim to be Christian or whatever faith you claim to be, and you keep talking about Trump as if he's got more power than the Most High. You just get the Trump. Oh God, Trump, he come, Trump. I'm like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Don't say you have any faith in whatever power you claim to believe in, because one man make you that damn afraid. See, I look, thank God that I had a father and a mother to teach me, in a family where we don't run around with no damn cowards. I don't have no punks in my family, okay? And I damn sure don't fear anything that bleeds under heaven just like I can. Boy, the mere mention of that man's name, Trump, oh God, Trump. And it's embarrassing at this point. But see, here's the deal. A lot of people are like, well, how you know he ain't lying about what he's saying? I'm going to get to that, but let's read this statement first, right? Donald J. Trump, and this is from Truth Social, that's Trump's little social media platform. Here's what he said, quote, I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who is behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. End quote. Now, I and some of you know who is behind Project 2025. It is a conservative think tank, or white supremacist conservative think tank, called the Heritage Foundation, okay? Now, whether he knows who is behind or doesn't, I don't know. Okay, maybe some of the Trump's people didn't tell him. Maybe he doesn't care to look at it. He has a lot on his plate to deal with, so that could be true. But see, a lot of people are like, well, how you know Trump ain't lying? First of all, Donald Trump is many things, but he's not a coward. I'll give him that. He's many things. You can call him anti-black racist. You can say anything and everything you want to talk about him. Call him a Cheeto with a Trump A on his head. I'll take all that. All that can be verified. But is he a punk? Nope. Can't go by that one, because if he wanted to come out and say he was endorsing it, he would say it. Now, come on now, whether you like Trump or not in here, and I'm neither liberal nor conservative. I've said it many times, because boy, they starting to come in. How much are they paying you? They ain't paying me nothing. Now, trust me, they don't pay guys like me that come at both parties next. The reason I'm coming at the Democrats now, we have to explain this to the slow folks, is because the Democrats are in power now. If the Republicans was in power and they were fucking the country up like this, I'll be on their asses too. But see, the reason why I'm saying that, how many of y'all believe that if Trump really did have intentions to implement Project 2025, he'd come right out and say it? Come on now, this is the man that came out, and this was funny as hell during the pandemic. He came out and called the beer bug, well, it's the China virus. You know, it's the China virus. Why are people upset that I call it that? It's the China virus. That's where it came from. And I mean, hell, you know, he's right. That's where it did come from. You know, and they try to blame that on the Africans. Shame on any continent of Africa still kissing these Chinese folks' ass. Look how they treated you during the start of that pandemic. They tried to blame that, the beer bug, on the Africans that was over there. You know what I'm saying? Live from the pit of hell that was. But I'm just saying, take your feelings out of it for the Biden sexuals that might be listening to clouds. I know you're here. I know you're here because you was waiting on this broadcast. Here's the thing. Ask yourself that no matter how much you feel about Trump, does it fit his MO to just lie about some shit? I'm saying lie about something he intended to do. Because the man don't really give a fuck what you think about him, okay? He really don't. Good, bad, indifferent. He just gonna come out and say what it is, how it is. That's how he got a lot of his appeal in his particular community. And there's some people in our community that respect that. But I'll say this. Even if you're gonna call him a white supremacist, anti-black racist, he's the kind you want to deal with because he's honest. He's gonna be like, yep, I don't like you, you don't like me, this is what it is, okay? So I'm just saying, I'm gonna stand by that. People are like, how you know he ain't lying, GPS? They gonna put us back in chains. Listen, man, I skimmed through that Project 2025 bullshit. It's basically a damn wish list. That's what it is. I mean, you get wish lists, things that they hope would happen and all of that, and they will have to go through so much to get most of that stuff implemented. I mean, I'm talking about some of the stuff they want to do. You will have to go through the court system, update a whole bunch of different kinds of laws. So let's just say some president did, because they tried to present it to both sides. A lot of people don't know that. They tried to present it to Biden and they turned it down. And now you hear Trump, which looks like, for all intents and purposes, unless he just does something ultra stupid, he's going to be the next president. Because Jim Crow Joe said, I'm not going to step down. Okay, you just pretty much handed the presidency over to Donald Trump. I'm just saying. This man, did y'all hear the interview where Jim Crow Joe was saying that, you know, this man thinks he's a black woman? He said it. I can't make this up. Don't believe me. You probably think, oh, you just don't like Biden. Yeah, you're right, I don't. But I'm not going to lie on the man. He said it. Go find the interview for yourself. This man said he thinks he's a black. Oh, look, you got to laugh to keep from crying, man. How in the hell did we get here, America? White America, let me talk to you for a minute. God damn it. Y'all better not ever do this shit to us again. And you goofy bisexuals, I done rolled you enough. But white America, y'all better not ever vote for no senile incompetent man like this, because y'all knew this man went right in the head during the first couple of... Look, he was starting to show signs of that when they started making sure he wasn't doing so many public speaking engagements, and then the stuff that you did see. I mean, look, man, you got to call a spade a spade. That man was losing his mind, and then at that debate, it was clear. There's no way to argue that now. There's nobody that can come out in their right frame of mind and say Biden isn't senile and he's not fit to be president. White America, y'all better stop that stupid shit with that white supremacy. Because, see, that's why they really liking their liberal white supremacists, because he's doing the dirty work, and he's doing it in a way, in the most insidious way, where he makes the victims of white supremacy, which are black Americans, want the shit. You think about the sweet spot. You got some poison designed to take out your enemy. And you know you can't give it to them straight up because they'll recognize it. So you put it in a sweet candy wrapper and they beg for it themselves. That's basically what liberal white supremacy is, okay? So I'm just saying, man, we're going to get to the part that I want to show you sisters that y'all going to have to deal with, because I can call it out, but it's going to take those of you sisters that actually look at policy and numbers, and those of you with sense that have endured these 4 years under the worst president since Jimmy Carter, and say, hey, man, listen, fuck all that. Even if you were a Democrat, start looking at your bottom line. Start looking at how all this inflation that's going on across the board. Not just in the grocery stores, car insurance, mortgages, everything. Start looking at how high your utility bills are and stuff like that. If you value your bottom line or what have you, sisters, y'all gonna have to check what I'm showing you here next. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into it. And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. And we're gonna stop it at certain parts as need be. Because this right here, I was like, oh, once I saw this, I had to address it. So we're going to get started. And sisters, I'm saying, when you see this, I'm going to make my case for why I'm saying this is a job that y'all going to have to handle. I'm going to need y'all to put your capes on. Those of you that's got sense that agree that you don't want no 4 more years of Biden. And anybody that's doing this kind of crap that we seen in 4 years, this man has just wreaked havoc on this country. I need you to put your capes on for Black America and handle these mammies that's going to be talking like this. So without further ado, we're going to get started examining it.
Diana.
Phil,
Yes, ma'am.
listen, you are espousing tremendous amount of misinformation to Black people.
All right, hold on, Diana.
I'ma tell
I
you
already see
why.
where this going. Diana, hold on.
Okay,
Hey, hold on, Diana. Diana,
Yeah.
how are you doing, Diana?
I'm doing fine, but I really need to
Hold
talk
on,
to
Diana.
you, Phil.
Let's be formal first before we get into accusations. Okay. Where are you calling from, Diana?
I'm calling from California, Los Angeles,
part?
California, where all the migrants are.
Well, what part?
And mind you, I'm doing fine. I own my own house.
Great.
I'm heavily invested. I'm a stock market trader. All
Good.
of that. Okay.
I'm proud of you.
So that's
Yeah, so let me go ahead and jump straight off the bat and tell you why I'm going to make my case against this. Now, some of y'all probably saw this on my good brother Philip Scott's African Diaspora News channel on his live stream. It was a Sound Out Friday. It's something new he's going to start doing. If you hadn't checked that brother's work out, please do. Go check out his app, too, the African Diaspora News channel app. Phil's a solid dude. Don't care what nobody say. The brother's on code. You ain't supposed to agree with everything that nobody say. But this is very important. I got to go ahead and get started with my gripes about it, okay? First and foremost, pay attention to what this woman said. She said, oh, she got her own house. She's a stock market investor. Oh, I'm doing fine. Key word, I'm doing fine. So that's good. I want all Black people to do well. The problem with your generation is, ma'am, and she's a boomer, that you're fucking selfish. That's the problem I have. Oh, I ain't sugarcoating shit. God bless my brother Phil. He handled this like a class gentleman, class act, like the man always is. But I got to go ahead and tell you what my problem is with this. See, this is the target voter demographic for the Democrats. This mindset right here, the look about it and everything. She even got the mammy look. And then just come on to the man's show, as you're going to see, all belligerent with a bunch of damn falsehoods. And look, as this go on, we analyze this. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But sisters, let me tell you something. Y'all gonna have to put y'all foot on these heifers' necks. The good thing about it is it's more Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z than her voter demographic, because I'm not wishing bad on nobody, but every 2 years they going to meet the Lord, okay, or wherever they're going. All right. But they're not gonna be running things here in the future. The only advantage they have over the younger generations that I name is they show out to vote in greater numbers because of apathy amongst the younger ones across all the generations I named, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. That apathy has to go away. If we're registered to vote, especially locally, and we turn out in numbers for whatever candidate you're going to vote for, they don't stand a chance in hell. And see, I'm going to further let her speak before I start critiquing her logic here, because see, let me tell y'all ladies something, man. When you come onto a brother's platform like Brother Phil that's courteous, respectful, and then you just come in there with that belligerent attitude, I'm going to talk over top of a man. That right there, that already let people know what type of ignorant person you are, okay? And for better intensive purposes, I can't stand motherfuckers like this. All right. I ain't gonna call her what I want to call her. If she was younger, I would say what I need to say. But this type of attitude right here, this is what you call a battle axe. That's about as far as I go with it. I already can tell with that attitude, you can't have no man like that. And if you do got one, he's a pussy. He'll sit there and let you run all over him, and that's not a damn leader. Yeah, I'm gonna go in on this. I'm gonna let her continue talking, and then I'm gonna continue critiquing this because, see, sisters, this right here, this is what put Biden in office, and she don't have sense enough. Notice the statement she made. Oh, I'm over here where all the migrants are, and I'm doing fine. Keyword, I'm doing fine. So you don't give a shit about none of the younger generation under you. Oh, boy, I want to say something so bad. I'll say it this way. The job of all the older generation, okay, and this is something that Gen Xers are going to have to get right because we'll be the next older generation and give or take a few years or so. You must make sure that if you good, you got to look out for the young ones, man. You can't just say, oh, I'm good, I'm doing fine. Okay, great. What about the people that's coming up behind you? You don't care nothing about them? Mark my words, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Let's let it continue.
Okay.
Black job. That's my black job.
Beautiful.
Okay? But
I'm proud of you.
Phil, what you're doing is really, really misleading black people. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you one big reason why. Number one.
Hold on.
You talk about reparations.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to wait.
Give me an example. Give me an example of something I said
right.
specifically.
Let me just say my piece, Phil.
And then let's go from there. Go.
Salute to my good brother, Sincere Lord, the God in the house. I see you. Hey, my brother, Sincere, do me a favor, man. Because, hey, y'all know I try to put y'all up on educational content. That's another solid on-code brother, fellow ATL and Diamond. Brother, put your channel link in the chat room. And will y'all do me a favor? Please subscribe to that brother's channel. And like I always tell y'all, hey, don't take my word for it. Subscribe to the brother's channel. Check him out. I guarantee you, if you're looking for black businesses, that's the place to go. If you're looking for on-code points of view, it's a fellow FBA brother, family man at that. Please check him out, and then you come back and tell me what you think of his content. Or better yet, leave a comment. Let him know what you think, man. Him and his partner over there, and Nicey Girl. Salute to her. Okay. I want y'all to check that brother's channel out. Hey, Sincere, drop your channel link in the chat room, my brother. So when y'all get a chance, y'all check that out. So now, this is the thing, family. You heard Phil say, and this is what intelligent people do, and this is something I try to encourage anytime I hold an X space, and I need to go in and have another one soon. I just have to find the time to fit it in. But like, if you make a claim against somebody or you gonna make an accusation, you can't just say that and state your opinion. You need to give an example of that. So like Brother Phil was saying, he's like, okay, before you say all that, give me an example of what you saying that I did. Now I want y'all to watch this response because see, I'm saying this to every woman in my chat room that's a black woman. If this applies to you, you need to do some adjustment with yourself because for one, first things first, when you see women trying to just talk over people, especially men, other black men, because that's very disrespectful, especially if the man is respectful to you, that goes to show a lot about you classless, you not operating in the mindset of an adult, and you really not qualified to be in discussions where we're talking about serious business that pertain to the direction of our people in this country. You showing you have the mindset of a child because that's what a child does, okay? So I'm saying, if that applies to some of y'all in here, adjust that, man. When it's, as long as people are respectful to you, that's how you should always enter into a space, okay? Now, I want y'all to listen to this. He asked this woman to give him an example of all the stuff that she said he was doing. I'm going to let this play, and then y'all going to see further what I'm talking about.
Reparation. How do you think you're going to get reparations, Phil? You have to have the votes for it. You have to have the votes. If you don't have the votes in Congress, you're not going to get it. So you're telling people to vote, to not vote for Biden, not vote for Trump. You're vote the couch. That's entirely destructive to the black community. We have to double down on voting. I don't understand you when you come out and say vote the couch. That's very destructive. And I've been trying to get on your show for months.
Salute to the good brother Daryl Bledsoe for the cash app. So now, before Brother Phil tries to reason with this jackass, because I will call her that. That's what she is. She's a jackass, and she's acting like one. Let me say something about what she's talking about here, family. And I want my sister to listen to this because First and foremost, let me say this as a foundational Black American freedman, man. At this juncture and hour of our history, we're all getting on cold more so than ever. That was the blessing of the pandemic. And I, my condolences to anybody that lost loved ones during the pandemic. That was the terrible part of it. But when you have time to sit still and you're not plugged into all of this entertainment, and that's because to be honest with you, entertainment for a government, especially the American government, is a big distraction mechanism to keep you not focused on the things that they should be doing for you that they are not. Okay, this is why they was trying, even though all this stuff was going on, all these people dying. Notice how they was trying to rush to get the stadiums back packed with games, trying to get the concerts back, trying to get people back in the movie theaters, because that's how they keep you stupid. Okay, entertainment in its proper place is healthy and good. It's even therapeutic. But when it's overboard, when we oversample that, and we definitely do that in our community, I'm speaking about the community as a collective, not everybody, okay? But what I'm saying is that keeps you distracted. When all of that was shut down, America had time to focus on some things and get our minds right. And for Black America, that represented a great awakening. Many people had a hand in doing that, especially during the pandemic. You start to see us talking about more and more things that we should have been handling a long time ago. And I say this to you, sisters, as a brother, we should have been on this a long time ago, but we here now. We here now. We're going to do our job. We're going to call these things out as we should be. We're going to lead the charge, and we need your help, okay? Those of you that are on code. We can't do this without you, okay? I'm not one that's stupid enough to think that we're going to win this battle by ourselves when every other group that's working against us is united. So now, further, I want to say this, and I'm not trying to be funny with this. Ladies, this is what happens when an older woman does, because I know she can't have no man worth a damn in her life. You know why? A woman that has a man that's actually worth a damn, she don't sound like no coward if that dude ain't no punk. Whether women admit it or not, you get a lot of your courage from your men. You do. You see what I'm saying? She would be talking more rational, more reasonable, even if she disagreed with Phil, which is okay to disagree with people. Just do it respectfully, and for God's sake, don't lie on people, man. You invalidate any argument you have if you just start lying. And see, you can tell she's going to have poor listening skills because, man, look, I've been listening to Brother Phil's content, been knowing this dude a long time, man. Phil ain't going to get up here and just lie and make up stuff, okay? I can't stand when people do that to me and just say stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, I never said that. And it's clear that anybody can review what I'm saying and verify whether I said something or didn't, okay? So now here's the thing. The way she's talking is out of fear, okay? And that whole thing about, well, how you going to get reparations? You got to have this and that in Congress. Lady, all the progress we made in a Black America, it really didn't come from us turning out to vote nowhere. If you want to be honest and you know the history for what it is, it came from us putting foot to ass when need be, okay? And see, this whole defeatist mindset, let me tell you something, man. This is one of the things that I try to encourage amongst young Black men. Let me say this to any young Black men listening to this, because you never know who's going to have the necessary components to the puzzle or the missing piece of the puzzle that those of us who are older don't have. Let me say this to you young ones right now, even if you're too young to vote or do anything. Don't you ever, especially as a young Black boy or young Black girl, don't you ever look at things in life that have not yet come to pass as if I can never do that. Let me tell you something, you young people, while you're young, you have a powerful vehicle and it's called your mind. Whatever you put into that mind of yours, it will take you wherever you want to go. Believe me, okay? You don't be around people that tell you what you can't do. And if you are around people like that, you got to get a new set of friends or what have you. Hopefully you got a family that's countering that negativity. See, you always feed the minds of the youth with expansion because they have exponential potential to go places that we couldn't even think of. See, the thing about becoming older, yes, you become wiser, but here's the handicap about that a lot of times. Sometimes you get set in your ways and you can't think with a progressive mindset as far as like, what's next? Going beyond, because you're like, okay, this is what this is. This can't be moved. I see very brilliant, impressive young Black girls and boys every day that are coming up with things. I'm like, damn, we should have thought of that a long time ago. But see, we didn't have the tools that they have at their disposal. So I always feed the minds of your young Black children. Don't ever tell them what they cannot do, okay? Within reason, you don't tell them what they cannot do, especially if it's not something that can harm them or what have you. What you should do is feed them, okay? Always feed their thirst for knowledge and always present them with things that's showing them new things in the world so that they can learn, okay? Because these are the future, that's the future of our people. Those are the future leaders right there. And see, this type of defeatist mindset where she's talking, you don't do that around no kids, man. See, you got to think about it. The young children are looking at those of us who are older as examples. You even should try to carry yourself. I'm not saying anybody's the same, but I'm saying we should try to carry ourselves with this in mind. Whether you know it or not, some young person is watching you. You know how I know I'm right about that? Everybody in this chat room could probably remember being a little kid, whether you a black man or black woman in here, no matter your lineage. Every one of you can probably remember being a little kid. And even if it was an adult that wasn't in your family, I want to be like that man or that woman. I want to be like them. Even if it's nothing about, oh, look at that car they driving or how they dress or whatever. You were inspired by things. You understand? The word inspiration is very powerful. And see this woman right here, and I'm trying not to say what I want to say about her, but I'm going to say this. To those of you in that boomer generation with this mindset, you're inspiration killers. You're inspiration killers. You don't understand that you will never be elders until you understand that the most important job an elder has is to pass on knowledge and inspiration to the younger generation that's up next. Every chance you get, when you see a young black man or woman talking about they don't know how to do something, if you have the answer, offer the wisdom to them. If you see them trying to do things and they doubt themselves, you're supposed to say, hey, young brother, young sister, get back up. You can do this. Well, I can't do this. Yes, you can. You know how? Because I had to take a first step and I was right where you were. You reinforce the youth. You don't talk like this, man. You don't. But see, whether she knows it or not, she's one of white supremacy's greatest weapons in the black community, especially being a black woman. Let me go here for a minute. I think all the sisters in here know that I'm not talking down on you when I say this. It's important for the black women to not sound like this because you are the teachers of generations. You understand me? Generations. She don't really know what her role is supposed to be. And see, that's what happens when a person gets indoctrinated off feelings and vote blue, no matter who or what have you, they lose their way. And see, I got to go here. I wonder how respected by the younger people in her family she is. She might be the one that they really don't deal with like that because young people can feel that energy, man. But you know what? I'm going to let her get back to it because we got a lot more ground to cover here tonight. Let's let it continue.
Lied on me. You just lied.
I don't care.
Ma'am, you don't care if you lied on me?
You can go back and look through all your podcasts, Phil. You are telling people to vote.
Hey, we're going to have a conversation or you just going to lie?
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Let me respond and we can have it and clear this up.
Okay.
I said black people should actually be registered to vote. I want all black people registered to vote. I've said that. I want all black people to have a driver's license. Ma'am, are you going to let me finish so the audience can hear? I said to black people have a U.S. passport.
Okay.
I said that voting rights means it is a right. If you want to vote for Biden, you can have that right. You want to vote for Trump, is your right. The couch is your right. Third party. Hell, you want to write yourself in. You can do it. It's your choice. I'm not in the voting booth with nobody, but I said this on my personal opinion based off of what we're seeing with the candidate the Democrats are running, which is Joe Biden, which is in a bad position right now. I don't feel comfortable, and a lot of other callers said the same thing prior to you. They don't feel comfortable voting for Joe Biden, ma'am.
Can I say my piece
So what
now?
did I say that was so bad?
Now, y'all heard that, right? And see, I'm Brother Phil is his own man. He's a grown man. But when I see stuff like this, I don't care if it's a black man or a black woman in new black media spaces on the grassroots, even if it's a brother or sister that I take issue with. The one thing that this platform has been known for over the years, even if I take issue with you, if I see somebody lying on you, I'm going to correct that. Brother Phil has been doing exactly what he just said for years now. Phil ain't never told nobody not to ever vote. He, myself, and others have always said, be registered to vote, vote locally, definitely, and it's a right for you to vote, whether you choose to or not, okay? That's the truth. I can verify that, okay? The brother didn't ask me to say that. I'm just the type of person when I see somebody being lied on like that, I don't appreciate that, man. And see, notice that what she said when Brother Phil said, hey, you don't care if you lie on me? I don't care. Okay, that's pure ignorance. and you too doggone old to be sitting up there sounding that damn ignorant. That's embarrassing for a person that's supposed to be an elder. And she's an older, not an elder, because see, an elder does not carry themselves this way. Whether you're a black man or a black woman, an elder is poised, refined, wise, and they carry themselves with a sense of dignity and civility. She didn't show none of that on this platform with this brother. And then the thing that she was saying about, okay, she don't care if she lie on the man. Well then, ma'am, if you don't care if you lying or not, how can anybody trust you in the community? See, sometimes the more people talk, they tell on themselves, and that's what she's finna do here. Let's let it continue.
So I watch you religiously. I'm gonna be honest. I watch your podcast, the audio experience one. I watch all of them.
Let me jump back in here again. I'm gonna go on record and call her a bold-faced lie, because if it is true, then man, what you proven is you have very poor listening skills, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say that. Ladies, when you're trying to talk over a man out of turn, that show that you have poor listening skills. It makes you look ignorant too, okay? Then on top of that, when she's sitting up here talking about she listened to this man and she watched him, okay, if you listening, you can't have very good comprehension skills, because Phil is not lying about what he's saying. Look, if he was, I would say it. I'd be like, hey, man, brother Phil, I love you to death, man, love you to life. But man, you know you ain't saying that. And many other people would. So see, when she said that, that's further embarrassment. And see, again, I'm encouraging all the sisters in here. Don't end up like this. This is a bad representation of black womanhood. I don't care what lineage she is. This ain't it, ladies. That shit ain't cute, man. Getting up here just, I don't care if I lied. Oh, really? So then that means that anything that you say is going to be said in bad faith. Okay, let's let it continue.
You are your argument. You're espousing, whether you're saying it directly or indirectly, to vote the quote couch. You're completely wrong. All of your callers that are calling in, they are all wrong. Do you understand that in Project 2025, the first thing that they're going to do is get rid of all the federal workers in Washington, D.C., which a black job, most of those federal workers are black Americans that have those jobs. Trump is going to he said it in his Project 2025. He said he's going to get rid of all of them.
Wait. Trump wrote Project 2025?
Hold on. Yes. And hold on.
Now, ladies, let me say something to my sisters, because again, if this sounds like I'm ridiculing or chiding at black women, no, I'm not. And everybody that's been subscribed to my channel for years knows that that's not what I'm doing. I'm talking to you from this standpoint. You are important. We need you. Sometimes you can see certain things that black men can't see if you're in your right frame of mind. And the one thing that all sisters have definitely the ability to do is do proper research. She just sat up here and said that that's Trump's Project 2025. Now, it's been proven that the man don't have nothing to do with that. If he did, trust me, Trump would have that on his website, and he doesn't. I'm just saying, that's one thing you got to respect about the man over the years. I ain't saying you got to like him, but whatever he going to do, he going to put it in your face. He be like, if you don't like it, tough titty New York City, okay? This right here, her just saying that, oh, it's his Project 2025. See, you're not supposed to be operating from fear like this. This is embarrassing. You look, when you operate off of wild, unchecked emotion and fear, let me tell you something. Every battle you go to fight in life, you're going to lose. You know why? Because you're not operating off of strategy or logic, okay? We're all human beings. Everybody got emotions. But when you just get so carried away where you operating out of that main emotion of fear, you can't secure no victory operating out of fear. And again, remember what I said at the beginning of the broadcast. I'm probably one of the only people that's going to keep saying this. If you claim to be a Christian or whatever belief system you have, and you that afraid of a man, a mortal man on this planet, Trump is not a god. Okay, if you that afraid of him, go ahead and renounce your faith. You can't mean if you sitting up in a church house praying every Sunday or whenever you go, or in a mosque or whatever, and you claim that you believe in a higher power, you can't say that and simultaneously be disafraid of one man. One man. Let's let it continue.
In one of the clauses in the sections, it's a 1,000-page document. I'm just saying, in one of the sections, he's going to shift those government jobs to people that live in the South and to his own people that he wants to give it to. A lot of Black Americans are going to lose those those high middle class jobs in Washington field. Another thing that they're going to do with Project 2025 is, you know how you say when you can sue the government or corporate America and you have to show intentional discrimination? We have the civil rights attorneys have a clause which they can get around that. I forgot what the clause is called. Okay, what it's called. They're going to get rid of that. You have to understand what you're espousing here on your platform is dangerous.
Now, and what you're doing is lying.
I don't care.
Tell you why.
I don't care.
Hold on. You don't care if you're lying?
You are a grifter. You're a grifter.
Ma'am. So hold on. Don't lie. And like be a good person. Don't lie.
I don't need to be a good person. The stakes are too high, Phil. We could lose our country. We could lose our democracy behind this.
What?
And you shouldn't be espousing this nonsense on social media months and months and months. I've been watching you for years. I've watched you for years, Phil.
Oh my
God. And I don't agree with you.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Again, I commend my brother Phil for the classy way he's handling this. Because one, if you start lying on Phil, he really handled her with kid gloves. Because whether y'all know it or not, Phil will clown your ass off the internet. That's a funny dude. I'm telling you, he got his own way of doing it. But look, just trust me. Anybody that's familiar with Phil from like back in the day, okay, when I'm saying like shit, go back 2015, 2017. Phil's a funny dude, man, when he want to be. And a lot of times he'll hit you with jokes that you won't even catch. And then you be like, whoa, wait a minute. Did he just like, yeah, he funny now. So he really kind of handled it with kid gloves. But all jokes aside, this is embarrassing for an older person because see, look, let me put it this way. Everybody in here that had the privilege to know your grandparents and great-grandparents and they were respectable, you think about the way that your grandparents and great-grandparents made you feel. Man, if somebody said an out-of-place word about grandma and grandpa, man, you was ready to go to war. You know why? Because they carried themselves with dignity. You could probably remember, like me, times when they cared for you when you were sick. Hey, went over to their house. They always had something good to eat. Come on in here, baby. Get you a plate. You know what I'm saying? And anytime it was a problem in the family, those were the elders that people respected and valued their wisdom. Hell, look, it would be certain things that if you was out doing, you wouldn't want grandma or granddad to find out about it because you would be shamed to go have to face them. For those of us that had the privilege and the blessing of knowing our elders like that, right? So the point that I'm making is they wasn't afraid like this or nothing. Mine damn sure wasn't, okay? Lord, I miss them so much, man. Rest their souls, man, but they were a blessing to our family. And like we would have did anything for them while they were here, okay? So what I'm saying is, if you an older person listening to the sound of my voice and you in that boomer demographic, what I want you to do is you think about the legacy that you're going to leave behind, huh? Do you want to be remembered as a coward or do you want to be remembered as somebody that when you leave here, when the good Lord is ready for you, that when your family members think about you, they're the type of memories that when your family members are down, they say, nope, I saw my grandmother and grandfather face worse than this. Let me get up and keep going. You can't do that when you sound like this woman. So that's my plea to the ones of you that have sense. I want you to really look at this and think about how bad that makes you look to your family and the black society, black community at large. Let's let it continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen on the screen, this is what Trump just said. He said, I know nothing about Project 2025. I had no idea who's behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. Ma'am, so why would Trump write that?
Oh my God, you really believe that Trump, you really believe what he just said to heart? You really believe that?
Ma'am, you said Project 2025 came from Trump. It was the Heritage Foundation, ma'am.
Exactly. The Heritage Foundation wrote that Phil. Phil, Trump, MAGA, all of those people that the Heritage Foundation, they all constructed the Project 2025. They're going to and once again, if Trump gets back in office, he's going to appoint more federal judges in the judiciary and in the Supreme Court. You have to stop doing what you're doing. You're destroying
Ma'am,
the black community.
ma'am.
You are.
Hello, can
And
I get a
you are
word in,
grifter.
ma'am? Ma'am.
Salute to my good brother 400 for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. See, that's another term too that I get sick of people misusing, the term grifter. People just heard that and just start running with it. Words actually have meanings for the people like her. They do. Words have meanings, and you should never use words that you don't know what they mean. And see, here's the thing, man. This right here is a sad state of affairs, but I know how she got there. So you have to go back to, and I'm going to put some of those broadcasts back on the channel. I'm still sorting through things for the people that's asking where the old broadcasts are. Some's going to be on Patreon, some's going to be back on the main channel. But I've covered for years on this channel about the conditioning, okay, that went on with our people on the plantations during Jim Crow and on here today, okay? Whether you believe the Willie Lynch letter is real or not, that conditioning method definitely does work. And she's proof of it. Because everything she's saying is from a point of fear. And then when Phil kept asking her, you don't care if you're lying, it don't matter. And Phil even said, well, be a good person, don't lie. I don't care about being a good person. Okay, so if you don't care about lying, nobody can trust you. And if you're not a good person, then you're a detriment to anybody around you. See, this is what happens, and this is what a good man will try to protect this woman from doing, is just running off at the mouth saying anything without thinking. See, we balance each other out, brothers and sisters. This is why I don't do the gender banging. It's things that women see that we can't see as black men, and they can pull our coattails. And it's things that we see that they don't see, where we can pull their coattails. We counterbalance each other out. And see, when you got that perfect balance, you have a proper, powerful team. When we on code, we can do anything. You understand? I get it. Yes, we get on each other's nerves, black men and black women. But damn it, at the end of the day, I hope everybody in this chat room got somebody that they get on your nerves, but you'll do anything for them because you love them more than life. Huh? That's what I hope for everybody, right? So now, with what she's got going on here, man, Phil is trying to talk sense into her, but she's so wound up off of that Democrat shield program, and you can tell this is probably the average Roland Martin viewer. You can tell. Don't have no logic, common sense to say, okay, wait a minute, let me listen to what Phil's saying. Maybe he is right. I'll take it under advisement. Let me look it up. Nope. You're destroying the black community. How is anybody that's trying to encourage business entrepreneurship, encourage black people to think for themselves, all the work that this man has done over the years, Phil and many others, you mean to tell me that people like that are destroying the black community? See, I'm going to tell you how you know she's wrong about that, just in case any of the boomers listening want to argue with that. If Phil was so good at destroying the black community, you know what you would see, Phil? Because see, that these networks ain't going to touch Phil. You would see Phil sitting up on MSNBC. They would kick Al Sharpton, a little old shriveled up behind, out of there and put Phil there. See, you better understand something. If white supremacy sees a black person as an asset, oh, they're going to paper you up. Come on over here, Phil. We got a job on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whatever. They would go and grab Phil and scoop him up. That's how you know when they got one of us. Look, let me tell you something. If you see your brother on GBS up there on Fox News and all that, man, I'm sitting up there in the suit. Think about it, boy. Y'all probably hunt me down. I come up there. Ha-ha, niggas, I done sold y'all. I took the check. I got mine. You ain't getting no reparations. Ain't no such thing as white supremacy. Black on black crime. But I just started tap dancing. Even get up. They be like, do the coon dance. You'll know I done lost my last mind. You be like, look, y'all be like, man, what they do to our brother? How in the hell did they get you, bro? What they do all this time, man? You ain't out there. Y'all know they done took my family. I'll be trying to win. Got my family, y'all. I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know something is wrong if they ever get me, okay? I'm just saying, man. I got to make y'all laugh because it's ridiculous. She's not even thinking that, okay, if Phil was such an asset to white supremacy, they wouldn't have him floating around out there by himself. Man, look, watch this, right? Let's just go with that. Let's just say, all right, I'm completely wrong. And they don't want to put their main asset on the main network because, yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, let's go with that. I'll show you how silly this is. Why don't you see Phil promoting anything connected to the Democrat Party? Why would he go that hard in the paint? Because, see, controlled opposition ain't going to do what Phil is doing. Controlled opposition don't talk like none of us over here in these new black media space. They don't. Because they'll be like, hey, now you going a little bit too far, especially not like no Negro like me. Y'all know how I get when I get to going in. I get to going in too tough. Y'all see what they do to my broadcast. They be like, oh, pull this Negro's plug. You understand? So I'm just saying, I'm trying to make it make sense. Let's let it continue.
Can I get a word in?
I'm listening.
Okay. Are you scared?
I'm not scared, Phil. But
No. We need to be honest.
No, I'm
Listen,
being
I
honest.
respect it a lot more if you
I'm
tell me
being
you're
honest.
scared.
I believe
Ma'am,
you
just
are
say
a
you're
grifter.
scared,
You
and I
are
will
a
respect it a
grifter,
lot
Phil.
more you coming
You
from.
need to just stick to other topics. You're
And then too, y'all really know I done lost my mind too. If according to what I just said, not only I get up there, get the cooning, buffooning, I'm dapping Larry Elder up and everything, and I add the ultimate insult, boy, because y'all know, okay, this Negro, like the sister in the chat, either that's a clone or they done did something to him, they done hit him with the mind control drug. I say, like, and on top of that, your Negro's not getting your reparations? Ha! Let me show you what the other icing on the cake is. Come on out here, Becky. I done got me a white woman. Yeah, I done changed my mind. Ain't no such thing as no alabastresses no more. That's right. Come out there sound like son or Uncle Rick, because y'all be like, okay, we gonna have to get rid of this Negro. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I love my community too much to go out like that. That's not gonna happen anyway. I got jokes, man, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to make it make sense. Let it continue.
not politically astute at all. You are not.
Okay,
and
if I'm not politically astute,
you are misleading our community.
Ma'am, if I'm not politically astute, why don't you get a microphone like me?
Okay,
and
let
then
me
you
ask
show me how
let
it's
me
done,
ask you
ma'am.
another question then, okay?
Ma'am, no. Ma'am, you came up here with.
Ooh, I hate to be petty, y'all, but I got to go here. And trust me, we're going to get on these colonizers because I'm going to serve them up, but I had to go over this. You saw how she started stuttering to me. Let me ask you another question. Look at how them eyes bucking through them glasses. She got on tinted shades, and I can see them eyes just a bucking. But see, I got to go here with it. Ma'am, instead of worrying about what Phil got going on, baby, I don't know if them dentures or them your real teeth, but they looking kind of buttery now. You look. I don't know if you need some Sensodyne, some Listerine, a trip to a dentist. You need to do something about that. You got rows of toast in your mouth. The little old buck teeth up there at the front. Look, I ain't saying what I want to say, y'all. I got to say something now. Come on now. This is me here. I got to do something now. I got to get on them. Look, you shouldn't have your teeth all up there because they yellow. Come on now. She got sunshine in her mouth. Y'all see that? That help a little like, man, what you been doing? Brushing your teeth with butter or something? Come on, man. Have some decorum about coming on camera, man. Yeah, y'all ladies in my chair room, y'all ever go on somebody's platform, please present yourself well. Don't do this now. I'm just saying. But anyway, she's sitting up here just rambling on. You see when Phil said, okay, if I'm not politically astute, why don't you get a microphone and start doing that? Let me ask you another question. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's let it continue.
No decorum. You
I
say
don't
you
care
didn't care about lies.
Phil. You are
you lied
grifter.
on me.
You are
like, ma'am.
hardcore grifter. You need to be run off of YouTube. You need to be run off.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna run you off my show. How about that? All right. Thank you. And look, y'all, she's still going in. Y'all can't even see her. Mike.
I had to do it, family. That's just a doggone shame, man. Doggone shame. Just sitting over there, man, just lying on my brother like that. Just afraid to they're gonna get you. See, and let me get on the men too that I've heard, because I've heard these Democrat shield mills. First of all, I gotta go here. Disrespect to the LGBTQ community, but a lot of these scary men, boy, they speak with a lisp. Ooh, honey child, the Republicans gonna get you. Trump gonna get you. We running around here, man, sashing around, and I can't talk too tough about them because, see, I already know what they'll do. They'll come after you, boy. They got confetti, glitter grenades they'll throw at you, man. I'm just saying, boy, you see these little she-males out here that want to run around here, whatever they want to call themselves in the LGBTQ community, because, you know, they keep adding letters every 5 seconds. Don't underestimate one of them you see them in heels, because, see, I got to warn y'all about the secret weapon. They got blades that they'll pull them heels off and they'll turn into blades and they'll fling them at you. I'm just saying, man, they got utilities like a little sassy rainbow Batman, okay? So I don't want to make them mad, but I'm just saying, most of them Democrat shields are kind of moist and scary. And then for the dudes that are not moist and scary, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it with my chest. For all of them talking about, man, they're going to bring slavery back. Okay, what if they did? You that scared? I wish they would. See, I ain't sitting around like, oh my God, I wish you would try. Come on with it. Boy, let me tell you something, man. I got to speak for all my Gen Xers, boy. You know, damn it. Yeah, we getting up there in age. We ain't quite old yet, but damn it, most of us got one good fight left in us. If you like me, I got several fights in me. I'm just saying, nigga, I like to fight. Man, you threaten me and give me a reason? Okay, you want to go to war, don't you, boy? You know what I'm saying? I be waiting on that. I wish these motherfuckers would try that. You know what I'm saying? With this generation of black folks. But see, when you hear black men talking like that, man, If they get it on man, we might be breaking slavery. So you basically telling on yourself that you's the bitch nigga that ain't gonna fight back. Oh yeah, I went there. I want you to be ashamed if you one of them dudes you hear me saying it. Damn it, if the shoe fit, wear it. Or the dress fit, wear it. Whichever case it may be. Anyway, we're gonna get on these colonizers now. Oh yes, it's time. So oh yes, it's time. This clown right here, okay? Dr. Capone, that's what I call him. In fact, the business, because I don't really need to see him. You know, Dr. Capone like try to strike people's channels. Dr. Capone. Oh, I'm finna get you, buddy. Oh, he's so mad. Boy, this little Latino here. Yes, I coined the term Latino. Yes, I did. This little Latino here, man, he's so angry since Microphone Chick came out. You know, let's salute to our good brother Tariq Nasheed, telling the truth about hip-hop. And see, a lot of people were like, well, why is that so important? Because when people start attacking your culture, they're coming for you next in a physical sense. If you doubt what I'm saying, look at the original, not the pretendians, but the original Native Americans, the red ones. What happened? They started attacking them people's culture, started killing them off, and today they've assumed their identity like parasites. The white supremacists have done that with the original inhabitants of Australia, which was an all-black continent. They attacked their culture, killed them off, assumed their identity. Today, hey, white folks tell you, I'm Australian, mate. No, you're not. You're a damn parasite. They did it in Argentina, so on and so forth. You see the pattern. The white supremacists are parasites that will kill you off and assume your identity. Now, the little taco teller here, yes, that's right, I'm calling the little Latino taco teller, Dr. Capone. Okay, we got to put his little cap up there. Let me tell you something. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying because we're going to break this down and dissect it from the arrow to the zero. Y'all, this man and his lies, Tariq debunked this man's lies and showed proof that he was lying in real time. Let me tell you something, and I'm saying this to all you taco tellers and everybody else in between. That day of you latching onto our culture because you really don't have an identity, you grew up with everybody telling you that dark skin was so wrong. I've shown the videos over the years. You even got their elders when their children are presented with a black dog, they tell them that's bad. No, y'all don't like y'all features. That's y'all problem. Over here in my lineage, we're proud to be black. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And I don't care even if you're a couple of shades lighter, you black and you proud, you my brother or my sister, okay? And I extend that to even non-LBA people because I'm talking about the disrespectful folks that's outside of our lineage, okay? I want to make sure I'm clear on that. You Latinos like Dr. Colon, you better get ready. It's over with because, see, I got to give it to you. You had a good meal. Oh, you had a good run eating off our culture. We was being all-inclusive, which has weakened ourselves because you get your power from being exclusive, not inclusive, okay? I'm going to say this really going to make you mad. Because, see, I'm not the one to sugarcoat things. Bless my brothers and sisters' heart that have their own platforms. But if you like me, I really don't consider you a part of hip-hop culture at all. I don't give a damn which one of you it is. I'll acknowledge your talented lyricists like Big Pun. To me, that's the most talented Latino lyricist I've ever heard, okay? Rest in peace to him. And I didn't really hear him say anything disrespectful about black people. Now, if he did, I didn't hear about it. Unlike his little talentless hack clone Fat Joe, as I call him, Sloppy Joe, the Latino, okay? I don't consider Eminem a part of hip-hop culture. Yeah, I'm saying it. Fuck him too. Disrespectful, racist bastard. I don't consider none of these other groups imitating us a part of our culture. Somebody needs to have the balls to say that. See, let me tell you why I'm going here in case anybody like, damn, GBS, you harsh. No. I want you to hear your brother out. Let me tell you something, man. When you have a home, okay, all of you in here, wherever you live, your home, we're going to personalize it for you. When you have a home and there's guests invited to your home and you say, okay, cool. These are my rules for my house now. Hey, take your shoes off at the door, leave them here. You come in, okay, you sit over here. Don't go in my refrigerator unless you ask me, things of that nature. If you lay out all your rules, then let's say you step outside or into another room for a minute, then you come back in there, and these bastards is jumping on your furniture. You know, anybody ever seen the first Gremlins movie? They just jumping all over your shit like gremlins. Feet on the couch, running around in your refrigerator. There's a bunch of gremlins. Now, anybody with any sense and respect for your home and yourself, you're like, oh, I'm finna throw all y'all asses up out of here. Well, the same thing applies to our culture. This is our cultural house as foundational Black American freedmen, and it's time to get all the guests out. Yes, I mean all. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying all, because a lot of people are like, well, what about the ones that's not disrespectful? Fuck them too, because they're not making enough noise to check their disrespectful peers. And sometimes you got to dump everything out and start from scratch. That's what you got to do. If you don't want it to be that way, then y'all better tighten up. Because see, if it was up to me, that's exactly what we would. All right, okay, cool. You want to be disrespectful? Fuck everything you ever did. How about that? See, I don't play them kinds of games when it comes to disrespect to my culture with these lies these bastards been telling. We don't do that to no other group. And I'm right in to have this righteous indignation that I have. We don't do that to nobody's culture. Be invited into it and then turn around and start lying saying they got things from us. We've never done that to people. I'm going to tell y'all now on the sound of my voice tonight, y'all better consider what I'm saying. Fuck them all. None of the shit you did count. You wasn't no participator. You wasn't nothing. You're not going to respect people, then fuck you and everything you stand for. I want y'all to listen to this lying bastard. Oh, we finna slow roast his ass tonight.
Racism is real. Hashtag the racism is real. Okay? It's implicit and it's explicit. It's hidden and it's in your face. But then, no, don't call me that. I'm not that. I got plenty of Puerto Rican friends.
See, let me deal with this right here because, see, this is the gaslighting tactic and trying to shame me. And I'm finna go somewhere else here with it in a minute. I'm gonna make some folks mad, but it is what it is. I got to do it the way it need to be done over here tonight. That whole, okay, I'm gonna call you a racist if you don't let me lie about you. And then hey, I didn't say that. I got Puerto Rican friends. Let me tell you something. Any Latino under the sound of my voice, and if you're not one, I'm not talking to you. But for you Latinos, okay, and everybody else that's been lying about our culture in any sense of the word, we don't care what you think when it comes to us telling the truth and defending our culture. We got sense enough to know that it starts with attacking your culture, then they start exterminating you. Damn it, as long as there's people like me alive, that's not going to happen. We going to get this shit straight now. Like my good brother, Sincere Love, the guy said, the problem was we didn't set the rules until now. Because we're a very loving, inclusive people. See, you got to understand what hip hop really means to those of us that created it. Foundational Black American freedmen, along with things like the blues, and my brother Dewan B does a great job of breaking this down, music history. Brilliant man, okay? Let me tell you something. Our music wasn't just entertainment. It was a way to uplift our spirits. It was a way for us to pass down memories. It was a way for us to connect with each other from region to region, no matter where we're from. Okay, we actually are attached to our music for more than just entertainment because unlike them, they don't actually have any identity. They running around all over the place trying to play 3-card money. 1 minute you want to say you're Taino Indian. Then you want to say, okay, you're a brown person. But then when you come over here, you want to identify as white. You're just hopping around all over the place. Your confusion is not our fucking problem. And you're going to respect this culture as long as you anywhere near it. Because those like me, we all for getting you the fuck up out of here altogether. You're not going to have a part of something that you're not going to respect. We respect your house when we come to it. You're going to respect ours. This should have been done a long time ago. And see, I'm finna go somewhere that a lot of people don't want to go. Another part of the problem, and this is something that we all going to have to come together on. A lot of these jokers get disemboldened because they land up with a black man or a black woman. And yes, Dr. Capone's wife is black. I'm going here. Yes, I am, damn it. Because, see, that's when they start thinking, oh, I got a pass to be disrespectful. I'm like one of you now. Let me tell you something. I don't care who lays you in between or what dick you hop on. That don't give you the right to disrespect our culture. We finna shut that shit the fuck down. If you a black person of my lineage and you land up with one of them, you gonna come out here tap dancing the line, guess what? Them your people now. Get your bitch ass over there with them. That's how we doing that from now on, and I'm gonna have a personal hand in it. I promise you that. We're not gonna play these games no more. We're gonna clean this shit up because it should have been done a long time ago, and we're gonna make sure that future generations don't have to deal with this. Sitting up here letting people lie about your culture and taking credit for things you didn't do. It's time for you to stand on your own feet. And see, I'm gonna show you something, Dr. Capone. I'm finna embarrass your bitch ass. I'm gonna show you how you're not really proud of who you are. Because, see, let's just say everything Dr. Capone was saying is true, which is not. been debunked many times, and we're going to keep debunking it here tonight. But let's just say it was true. Oh, we just hate you because you Latino or whatever. Then you would say, fine, cool. Y'all can keep your little hip hop. We're going to go and build up the music from our culture and make that hot. Won't you do that, bitch ass? You don't like the rules of a house, you get the fuck out the house. And that's the tone we setting from now on. Let's let it continue.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Nonsense. Stop it. That's why you're getting the pushback. That's why people are coming at you. Because you're claiming all of this, but you're saying craziness, and you wonder why people are saying something to you.
See, that's another thing. Let me go ahead and deal with this. Nobody's worried about your pushback and you saying something to us, because the pushback is the truth. That's what it is. Let me go ahead and let you Latinos know something right now. All of this stuff that you made yourself more important than you are. You think somebody care about you saying something? You can say whatever the fuck you want. We are a mighty giant, and you know that. And now it's time for you Latinos to get stepped on with the truth. That's what's going to happen. Listen to how he talking. See, I want y'all to be mortally offended at that. You talking to us like you've offended some mighty deity or something because we won't sit up here and let you tell lies about our culture. Fuck you, man. I'm tired of that shit, man. We've been too accommodating and too polite to people that have shown us nothing but disrespect. Oh, we gonna prove that disrespect tonight because he's just the first Latino we gonna cook here tonight. Let's let this jackass finish.
And then when somebody like me reaches out to you like a man and says, let's talk. Let me check you on some of the information that you're giving.
He's talking about Tariq, and brother Tariq showed the text messages from this morning where this man was just lying and making up shit. During the process of shooting the microphone check when Tariq was in New York, and y'all saw it, it's still up on brother Tariq's channel. He showed where he was trying to get in contact with this man so he can introduce him to some of these so-called pioneers. The dude was playing Where's Waldo with the man. Okay, you got to go here. You got to go there. You're like, okay, cool. Come on over there. Never wanted to show up. And then just kept trolling and bullshitting. And then when you called out about it, now you trying to flip it around. See, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to make some people mad here tonight, but I got to see it. One thing I noticed about Colon's type, and I'm not saying all, but I'm saying his type of a Latino, they always telling tall tales. Look at the bullshit Fat Joe be talking about. And then people have to come out and be like, man, you full of shit. That didn't happen. Like that story he told about Kevin Durant, I think it was, talking about, oh, he was threatened and people had to, they ran him out of a park somewhere. I'm like, and Kevin and everybody that was there was like, man, you full of shit, bro. That didn't happen. They just make up shit. See, this is the problem when you really don't have a real identity for yourself. You have to believe in fairy tales to make yourself comfortable with your existence. Because see, Dr. Capone and the rest of you, I know why you do it. It's a painful thing when you have to come around people like Foundational Black American Freedmen and you see us comfortable in the skin we're in, despite all this oppression that we face. We're deeply rooted in our family traditions, who we are as black men and women, even little black children that are in strong, stable families. And you start to look at your existence and say, damn, I wish I knew what that felt like. I didn't have that. My people are ashamed of who we are because we identify as white on paper when there's not a Caucasian drop of blood or genetics in your body. That starts to fuck with you after a while. You'll go along with it, but sooner or later you realize that's a shameful thing. Then on top of that, you have to flee where you from. And you come over here to a land where we didn't flee. Oh, that's got to burn. So the next thing you do, most of them, and I'm not just talking about the Latinos, I'm talking about the Asians. Okay, oh yeah, definitely the Asians. I got to get on them too. And all the rest of these tethers, and the white folks even to a certain degree, they have to latch on to hip hop and our culture. You know why? Because see, let me tell you what sets all genres of music, really we created them all here in America, but the main genres of music that are associated with black people, hip hop, R&B, and the like, you know what sets our music apart from anything else? There's power in our music. You hear me? There's power that only we can resonate with, whether it's the beat, See, a lot of y'all think it's a funny thing we joke about, you know, these folks in these white adjacent communities and them folks not being able to dance and can't, you know, hold a tune or a note. They can't resonate with these things that we created the same way that we do. But see, I'm going to tell you what it's like for them. Because see, those of you in here, no matter what generation you're from, everybody's got a favorite song that if you listen to that take you right back to that time of your life, okay? These people don't have memories like that with that type of music, with our music. They don't, because they can't relate to it like we do because we're black, okay? They're not. They want to be, but them, our music is just like somebody bumping a line of coke. That first line of coke, oh, it's the best high ever. But then after that high come down, because that's not naturally a part of your system, you forever chasing that first high and you're never gonna find it. This is why they hold on to dear life, like, oh, don't kick us out of hip hop. Oh no, it's time for you to go. You've been too disrespectful. You earned this. Let's let it continue.
The whole 1977 thing, the whole 1973 thing, the whole Ruby D whip thing, the way that you like to try and, you know, enforce your views on somebody.
Look at how he's turning. Oh boy, Colon, boy, you had conveyor belt tongue for a minute. Lying ass. And do you know what? Look at him, family. See, I'll put this cap on him. Don't he look like a weasel in a cap? Think about it. Don't he look like a big punk ass weasel with a little gray goatee and a cap? I'm calling you that. See, Tariq is a polite dude. Shout out to my brother, man. I ain't polite. I'm nasty with it. You look like a weasel with a gray beard, boy. That's what you look like, a little cartoon weasel. Lying ass punk. And I ain't gonna go in on your wife because I saw her. I'll leave that alone. But I'm saying, you a lying weasel. Look, a lying Latino weasel. Yeah, Latino the weasel. That's what, boy. Y'all gonna make me do an animation on him, boy. I'm telling you, man, I'm itching to do it. I know I shouldn't, but boy, the more lies he keep telling. Oh, I got another teller to deal with on Patreon too. I'm gonna light his ass up. But see, Dr. Capone, let me tell you something, dude. It's a wrap. You're done. Now that the organized truth is out there, let me tell you where you really gonna catch hell at. And see, this is something I'm encouraging my brother Tariq to do. I'm gonna get him a couple of details on this. You really want to know when that shit is gonna get put to bed, even though we got some disrespectful Asians over here? Fuck around and let microphone check hit Japan. Now, why am I saying that? You're probably like, what do you mean Japan? Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell you something. For those of you that never been there, they really are students of the original forms of hip hop, okay? They want the authentic truth. Like the old saying, the real McCoy. One thing I know about that, if that hit big over there, oh man, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. It's gonna be game over. It's already game over here, but I'm just saying it's gonna be on an international level, okay? Because see, let me tell you something I know, particularly about Japanese kids that they somewhat respect our culture. They want to get as close to the authentic thing as they can, okay? They don't want nothing fake, really. So once they start learning this amongst their peer group over there, that's like, how can I describe it? Because see, sometimes we don't realize how grand and great a people that we are in the culture that we create. They look at our culture, I'll give it to you this way. Imagine a person over here that's fascinated with Japanese culture or the martial arts that are in Japan or what have you. How you look at that, that's how they look at our culture. See, you have to travel to know these things, okay? So what I'm saying is, man, you wait the microphone check hit over there, boy. You really gonna be mad then, Dr. Capone, because them kids, they'll tell the truth. The younger generation over there, they'll be like, hey, man, that's some bullshit you talking about, Dr. Colon. You think we getting on your ass? Just wait till this go international. Let's let it continue.
Let's talk about that. But you don't want to. You want to block people. Then you're going to go on an attack on Crazy Legs. Bro, this is information that you're just learning yourself.
Crazy Legs attacked himself when he started lying. And see, here's the thing why Crazy Legs the line. I'm talking to you too, Crazy Legs. You can't lie because you on record telling the truth initially. Now you walking it back? No, that's preserved in the history books. You were telling the truth about it. I've shown that on my channel where he admitted where they learned things from. Okay, and now you're trying to walk things back because these corporations are giving you instructions. It's too late, baby. Once the truth is out there, you can't put it back in the box. And Miss Beautiful asked what his wife looked like. Oh, sister. All I can tell you is Google pictures of that. I try not to attack people's wives, but boy, she's healthy. I'll say that. She's healthy and healthy. I'll leave it at that. As far as I'm gonna go, y'all do your own research on that. I ain't gonna get on the man's wife. She ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay. But Dr. Cap on here though, oh, this weasel, he does. Okay. I'm serious about that. Look at him. Come on, fam. Tell me this man don't look like a little ferret on this screen. That's what he looked like. A little Weasley ferret.
Tariq, you can't say that, Tariq. Y'all hate Latinos. We're gonna come after you. We're gonna say,
shut your bitch ass up, man. Boy, this goofy here, man. Let's let it continue.
Hashtag the racism is real. So yeah, we got Tariq Nasheed, we got Lord Jamar, we got DJ FaZe, we got Truth Savior, we got Red Supreme T.
He understood. Oh, no, man. Everybody gonna get on your ass. See, because what you don't realize is this has started a cultural wave. It ain't going back in the box. See, they be doing, well, what's the end game? It ain't no end game to us respecting ourselves. We should have done this a long time ago. And new Project Leroy, she's not a looker. There's a lot to look at, but y'all just Google it. You'll see her. I don't want to be mean because y'all know how I am. I got no sense over here at all. You know, I get to have, see, that's the problem with me, y'all. Y'all got to let me stay somewhat innocent because when I get to having a good time, man, y'all ain't heard half the foolishness. Let me tell you something. There was a certain person, before we get back to this, that pissed me off one time, and I had an entire roast session ready to go live. But you know who saved that person? See, this is why I respect our sisters. You know who saved that person? Because it would have devastated their ass had I done it. They would have been through dealing. I'm talking about, man, y'all would have been laughing till blood would have been coming out your nostrils and everything. It was a sister like, brother, don't do that. You above this. And I'm really not. Because see, I'm just saying, some of y'all sisters, man, bless y'all hearts. Y'all can see the good in us that isn't there sometimes. I told you, I'm a certified heathen. You know, he's trying to reform me. You know, shout out to the Most High, but I'm still in heathen mode. Boy, man, if I would have put that on here, y'all be like, man, why did you? See, I'm going to tell you another reason why I listen to Reason on the sister, because she was like, now, brother, because you know, look, this is a very respectable sister, and she knows who she is. I don't put her name out there. She's like, now, brother, you have an educational channel. If you put this out here, you're going to get followers that you wouldn't really have because you don't normally do this kind of content. So you really want to do that? And I thought about it, I said, damn it, you know she right. So what my petty ass started to do, I said, well, hell, I got a backup channel I started to put this on. And you know what? See, I can't put it out because the person that had greatly offended the shark apologized. So I didn't. So now if I put it out, it'll just be wrong and bullying. So I can't put it out. So I can't let y'all see that. But I'm just saying, shout out to you good sisters out here that reel us back in, man. Because I'm just saying, man, when they go low, man, I go down to the 20th level of hell, okay? And I'm dragging things down with me. That's the way I am, okay? So, I mean, that's why I can't never look down on our sisters, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep us from going to dark places sometimes, okay? But now with the Dr. Cap on here, though, we got to shine some light of truth on his stuttering ass, okay? Boy, I'm telling you, boy, yeah, look, I'm going to have to get on him, though. Now, that's one person I won't feel bad about going in. Look, y'all want that? Should I do the Derrick Cap on roast session, man? Because, see, boy, I got some ideas. Yeah, you know what? Let me stop. Y'all don't encourage me. Let's let the jackass finish.
TV, all of these dudes. They never have anything positive to say about the Puerto Rican community when it comes to hip hop. It's always negative, and always coupled with these derogatory terms.
Y'all hear this clown, man? Y'all hear this clown? He's talking about things coupled with derogatory terms. Man, look, you brought this disrespect on yourself when you started lying, little Latino man. Oh, yeah, we got to get you. But see, listen, now that I've dealt with Dr. Cap on here, now we got to get the old Ryan Garcia. Oh, yeah, boy. We got to light you up, old Ryan. Y'all heard him. I'm not going to play his racist rant over here. Y'all already heard it. The WBC expels Ryan Garcia after boxers' racist and Islamophobic slurs on social media. Let me tell you what was really hilarious about this to me. That goofy Sneeko got his wake-up call. Oh, from another white-adjacent wannabe white supremacist, Ryan Garcia. He sat there and insulted Sneeko's supposed faith because Sneeko claims he's a Muslim. He went in on his people and he just sat there like a little bitch. See, he wasn't used to that, another white adjacent going at his people. So from what I understood, I don't know if Sneeko ever addressed it or not, but not in that space he didn't. Okay, but yeah, he had all kinds of stuff to say about our people. So I'm finna remind y'all of something here tonight. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen before we get back to that. Yep. Y'all seen this before on this channel, haven't you? See, a lot of people don't like it when I pull out these receipts, but I have to do this because I want to make sure my people are properly educated and not confused on things, especially younger black people. Oh, yeah, we're going to read this letter again. Yeah, this is his people. Oh, yeah, this is his people. Yep. John J. Herrera, attorney at law. Mm-hmm. This is one of the members of LULAC here. Oh, yeah, we're finna read this. This is dated September 8, 1948. Oh, let's read it. Come on with it. Dear sir, make sure everybody can see this. Let me slide this up. Dear sir, at the last regular meeting of Houston LULAC Council, number 60, Thursday night, November 2nd, we were visited by a committee of workers from your 5th Ward plant. Getting all kind of little visits. Let's see what they visited them for. These workers, all Latin Americans of Mexican descent, were complaining of a Mr. G.C. Whiteside, who has insisted that the Latin American workers eat in the commissary. Excuse me. Eat in the commissary, which is on the company property, and which I understand is leased by the aforesaid G.C. Whiteside from the company. From the information received, the Houston Council was informed that there are 2 sections in the commissary. Oh, here it come. Here it come, family. One for whites and one for colored. Mr. Whiteside wants the Latin Americans to eat with the Negroes. Oh, daddy now. Damn. I don't think that it is necessary for me to discuss the segregation laws of Texas with you in connection with this matter. Oh, it's about to get good, family. But Latin Americans of Mexican descent belong to the Caucasian race and are therefore white, and any person or company which sections or orders the mixing of the races in a cafe or commissary is violating the segregation laws of our state. I would appreciate an answer from your company in connection with this matter, because I understand that all of the men are very dissatisfied with the conditions at the 5th Ward plant. Thank you very much for your kind attention to this matter. I'm respectfully yours, John J. Herrera, LULAC Regional Governor. Oh, shuck it, duck it now. Boy, I tell you, history is a powerful thing when you know it, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Now, why did I read that? Well, I read it, family, because I want you to understand that little buddy Garcia, or as I call him, Goya Potter Garcia here, little anti-black racist punk ass. His people have historically fought for the right to be white in this country. And it's not just him, because we're going to prove that here tonight. Oh, yeah, he ain't the only group that's going to get it. Oh, yes, they've historically fought for the right to be white in this country. Yeah, so they expelled him. But see, here's something else that we got to look at. And shout out to my good brother, Dewan B. Got to give him attribution for this because he brought up something very valid here on this particular issue with Ryan Garcia's racist rant. My brother Dewan B says, has Fat Joe or any prominent Latinos called out Ryan Garcia? Where is this black and brown coalition during these times? If hip hop is a shared culture, when do y'all share standing against racism? Oh, no. Man, damn, dude, the one asked some relevant questions that we all want to know. I think he did, but see, I had some questions as well. Because see, he's right. I've not heard any of the Latino community come out and denounce Ryan Garcia and say they don't stand with that. And there's a reason why, because like I showed you historically, those people have fought historically for the white right to be classified as white. But see, let me tell you who else I want to hold to account. Here's what I had to say. Every black professional boxer who is silent about anti-black racist Ryan Garcia should not be forgotten. It's time to withdraw all support from these accursed cowards in every industry who look the other way when our people are disrespected. That's my 2 cents I had to add to it, because Brother Dewan B is 1000% correct. But the other half of the problem is you buck dancing Sambo ass Negroes that sit there with your mouth closed when these bastards disrespect us. Every opportunity these bastards have is because our people fought for the right for them to have it. That means entering all these sports, getting jobs, just being treated as human beings. We paved the way for that. So that's the other half of the equation that needs to stand up and say something. And see, the only, well, I ain't gonna say the only, but the main sister that I saw saying something, I got to give this sister her props. Shout out to Clarissa the Goat Shields, okay? Clarissa the Goat Shields. She posted this on her Twitter. She said, there comes a time when silence is betrayal. A quote by the late great ancestor, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Shout out to the sister Clarissa. She got more balls than some of these scary ass Negroes, because y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I hadn't seen too many other people calling it out yet. Y'all let me know in the chat room. And y'all seen any other black bosses calling this out? I want to know, because see, I didn't really see it. You know what I'm saying? But I just, you know, I'm looking for them. I'm like, where y'all at? This is the time to stand up, because see, this is a cultural revolution we have in this country, and everybody gonna have to do their part. I don't care how much you getting paid, what industry you in. It's time to stand with your people, because if we gonna get the respect and empowerment we deserve, we gonna have to light these bastards up across the board with unity. I'm talking about from the wealthiest to the poorest. We all got to be on code so that we can get where we need to be here. So shout out to that sister Clarissa Shields, man. And that sister got show enough hands. I saw that little display where some heifer was talking trash to that sister, and she tried to jump back. I'm like, man, do you know who you playing with? Are you out your damn mind? But see, I want to share with y'all something here, because you know I had to get on that boy's ass when I saw this foolishness. That damn Ryan Garcia. Then let me show you what your brother did. This is how I hit him with it. I told him, and I'm going to show you the quote that I put this above when he started trying to explain. I said, there will be no recovery for you, maggot. And I'm calling him what he is. I don't respect these people that disrespect us. Those drugs and alcohol own you. Your apology is as worthless as the womb you fell out of. Those like you are mere parasites clinging to wannabe white supremacist identities, yet will never be accepted by them. It's a wrap for you, kid. And as you see, this is above that crap where he came out with that bullshit apology where he was still talking anti-black racism and talking about black on black crime. See, I don't play with these motherfuckers, man. As a man, when I see disrespect, it's my job to check it within our lineage. Let me show you something else here regarding that. He tried to come back and do the deflection. See, this. Let me show you how much we getting on his ass, and I'm proud of my people for this. And this is the way you do it if you're not of our lineage. When you stand together and don't let people disrespect you, they start to crumble. Look at this. This white heifer here, okay, this alabastress, was sitting up there trying to explain something. And I'm going to show you what she said first. She said, okay, if only people extended to you the same grace, forgiveness, and kindness you have given to others. Now, she's talking about an incident here where Ryan Garcia tweeted this. He said, we should all respect everyone from every race and see who the best man is. I respect Devin Haney. And I believe he didn't mean this with racist intent, but let's all respect each other for the love of the sport. So then Ryan comes up here talking about, I've always been this way and I always will. No, bitch ass. No, you hadn't. No, you hadn't. And I'm finna prove that he hadn't always been this way in just a second here. Oh, yes, I am. See, let me show you something, family. They start trying to backtrack like that and backpedal. They do it because they're shocked and surprised, and they don't want to be permanently labeled an anti-black racist, because they know that, hey, listen, no matter what they think, no matter what them folks tell them, If black people don't really co-sign you, you don't have a chance in hell in this country. Because you know you're not really white. You can want to be all day long. They don't accept you that way. See, this is why to this day I always point this out. For those of them coming over here and that are classified as white, when they don't have an ounce of Caucasian or European blood in them at all, when they fight for that right, I always point this out. And the Latinos get mad. I say, okay, if you're going to claim to be the brown people, then why don't you ever have a cultural movement to not be classified as white? Oh, you want to hear some fury from those terrible tacos? Boy, the little taco terrorists get mad then, boy. See, you have to know, look, when an intelligent black person starts to criticize them and critique them the way I just did, think about it. Okay, if you want to be brown, what you still classifying yourself as white for? Huh? Come on now. You can't have it both ways. Don't work that way, right? But see, I'm going to prove that old Ryan is indeed and stomp down anti-black racist. His words condemned him. But see, I'm going to show you where the boy got it from here shortly. I want y'all to take a look at this.
You're a nappy head, motherfucker.
Nappy head. I sound like some racist shit.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what he's looking like.
He really got a toupee on.
Looking like. I'm sorry.
He really got a toupee.
You got a nappy head.
Listen, us African Americans, we have more coarse hair than you Latinos. But that don't make our hair nappy. But that does not make our hair nappy.
It's called facts.
So don't get it confused. I don't care about all facts or whatever you got to say. At the end of the day, we're African Americans and we have a different course of hair. That does not mean that our hair is nappy.
Yeah, that was his pappy. That was Ryan Garcia's pappy. For those that don't know, they're talking to Devin Haney there. Yeah, see, he got it from his pappy. Yeah, but see, Devin and young black men, I want you to listen to me because if you follow me on any platform, you know I don't play the radio when it comes to anti-black racism. You don't be talking to them the way the brother was trying to explain things. No, you hit them with the same disrespect. I'll be like, oh yeah, my hair is nappy. I'll be like, cool. I'll be that. I'll accept my nappy head in my homeland that I didn't flee from, little taco boy. Huh? Yeah. And then you start hitting them with things that's in their culture, man, with their degeneracy and everything. Man, I would have sounded off on things about his culture where they would have shut that press conference down. They'd be like, oh, shit. I'll be like, all right, you gonna let him go there with me? Are you sure you want to play this game? Huh? Let's talk about all your little pedophiles in your culture, man. Look, let me tell you something. I'm finna go here with it. Oh, yes, I am. Let me tell you one little dirty secret they don't like to talk about. See, yeah, most of them are Catholic, okay? And yeah, they don't believe in actually having deletions of children. But to be honest with you, that's one group of people that if they did start doing it, they would have a reason. You know why? Because a lot of them get to touching on them little girls when they ain't nothing but little kids. Yeah, I'm going there and I want somebody to dare tell me I'm lying. Don't play with me. Oh, please let me see one comment. You lying. I will do a whole broadcast showing you everything. I've already shown you the ones that's hopping over here from that border. You remember that broadcast I did where they tried to censor it, where I was showing you the cultures they came from? And to remind you that you better be watching your kids with these migrants coming up here. I went into staunch, withering detail, showing you how they're so predatory, especially on little girls, molesting kids and everything. Boy, see, they don't play them games with me because, see, when you've been to their countries and you've not been in a tourist capacity where you can understand what's going on, and then you speak their language too, you be like, oh, okay, you got the right one to play with, player. Boy, I'm telling you, y'all thought the Children of the Chalk series banned, and by the way, that's coming back. Oh, it's all coming back. As soon as I get finished sorting through what we're going to put on Patreon and what we're going to leave over here, man, let me see one comment over here saying I'm lying about that. I will start doing a terrible taco series. Don't play with me. I'm telling y'all, man. So, but see, here's his Twitter account. I'm showing you this for a reason. You probably wondering, well, G-Bez, why you showing this? Look what this boy got up here, because I'm going to call him a boy. I don't consider him on the same level as a man with me. You fled from your country, you little anti-black racist punk bitch, you. He says, Jesus Christ is King of Kings. Really? You must be talking about that white Jesus. You can't be talking about the real one because you're a little anti-black racist. Let me show you something, family. Check this out. Listen to this, because that heat is on his little old taco tethery ass. Look at what he's trying to do now. Everyone, no, hold on. Let me read it in a little punk bitch fleeing voice. Let me pull one out here. Hold on. Me dial this bass in my voice down.
Everyone is focused on me. That is a distraction to what the elites are doing. They want us fighting.
Y'all hear this bastard, man? Oh, so now it's the elites that have it. Look, did the elites make you run off at the mouth and reveal your little anti-black racism? Huh, little taco tether boy? Oh, don't try to shift the focus to the elites. No, you wanted it, now you got it. The heat is on your ass. And see, let me go in and say something to you, boy. That mouth that you got, I'm going to tell you something, dude. It's one thing to run that mouth in the ring, but now, hey, boy, you done came on out the closet. And I'm glad that you did. I like to thank you, Ryan Garcia. Mr. Garcia, I owe you a thank you. I like this because, see, my people need to understand that when they start that stupid black and brown coalition shit, it's not even just what he said. Look at all his people that are not saying anything against him. You don't have no goddamn black and brown coalition on no collective scale. Thank you, Ryan Garcia. I appreciate you. Just know, boy, you're going to be out there and somebody going to step to you and see if you really got all that on your chest for real, man. You got something on your heart you need to get off, somebody going to step to you. I'm telling you. You're going to see how good them hands is in the streets, then it's going to happen. I'm telling you it's going to happen. Oh, yeah, I'm going here with it. And I hope that you able to back up everything that you were saying in the little Twitter space. Hey, real life ain't like the Twitter spaces, buddy. But yeah, I had to show y'all that because, see, we ain't done yet. Oh, no, we are not done. We're not done. I want to remind you of another little disrespectful Colombian taco tether here. And see, her people, too, when they came here. Don't let that letter I showed you fool you. All their people fought for the right to be white when they came over here. Remember this? When anybody get to talk about a black and brown coalition, I want you to remind them of this.
Reparations from slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most wretched holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, finally, get the fuck out.
Imagine that little dingy, lice-infected taco tiller from Colombia telling us to get out of our country. Bitch, you gonna leave before any of us do. And my brother Kermit S. Wingfield is right. For any of you that haven't been to Spain, let me tell you something. I've been there. They do not accept Mexicans. Man, look, you go to Spain and you want to see a Spanish person's disdain and ire and their face frown the fuck up, ask them like, hey, man, so what y'all think about y'all distant cousins, the Mexicans? Boy, they damn near want to fight when you say, oh, they're not European. They will let you know quick. And see, this is what I want a Mexican person to try. If you think that you European, take your ass on over there to your supposed motherland of Spain and see if they accept you, huh? Notice you haven't seen any mass migration of them going home to the motherland. Don't believe me? Find you an actual Spanish person and have them talk to you, okay? Because I've gone over to where they're at and they've told me, they're like, oh, no. They say they consider them more like black people. Yes. Oh, see, just because you forget that Mexico was a slave colony, them Spanish folks didn't. Know why? Because they came down there colonizing on you. You think that, here's what's pathetic. They think that just because they speak Spanish that they are. You're not. Just because we speak English as black people, we don't think we're English. These motherfuckers are so confused, it's pathetic. But I'm not done yet, family. I want y'all to check more out here. We ain't done. Light them up. Because, see, we got to take a trip down memory lane and remind y'all of a couple of things.
Black Americans of Chicago, this is directed at you. In a speech Biden made a while back, he said that the majority in America soon will be Latino. He didn't say black. He didn't say Asian or white or anything. He said Latino. That's why millions and millions of lighter-skinned Latino illegal aliens are being allowed in, and many of them are being sent to black communities so they can slowly start to replace y'all. You need to wake up, man. I'm from Texas. I'm from a border town. I have relatives who are border patrol and who are in law enforcement. They were being given $5,000 upon entry into this country. And soon as they got to their destination and settled in, they were being given $1,200 a month to $1,400 a month, plus free food stamps, free housing, free medical, free dental, and they even get free college. You can research it. They get free college, illegal aliens, but you get nothing. You get nothing. You need to wake up, man. Stop voting for the Democrats. In some cases, it's already too late. I'm good. I'm Latino, man. I don't have to worry about being replaced. I'm Latino. But you have to wake up. In some cases, it's already too late. Millions of these people will never leave, okay? They will never leave, and the Democrats don't need your vote anymore. They don't need your vote anymore, man. They used you for your vote, and they already got millions of new voters, man, and they don't need you anymore. And I'm telling you, man, you better wake up. You better stop voting Democrat. You better wake up. Latinos for Trump, 2024.
Now, I appreciate him for telling the truth because everything he said, I showed y'all that before. You saw that on Brother Phil's channel. That's where I first saw it. He's telling the truth, but see, here's where I've said before. That whole, it's millions over here they'll never leave. Oh, yes, they will. All it takes is them for to experience some anti-black racism, and it's coming. Or just wait till this deportation happens, because see, look, they just go ahead and call it. Looks like Trump is going to get back in that White House, and you already heard what he said. He can start shipping them out of here left, right, and center. I just hope he uses catapults like I've suggested. When things start to get tough and they start to experience that anti-black racism, they'll leave. They don't have no loyalty to this country. You know why? Because if they ran for their own country, you really think they're going to stay here like that? See, the only reason they up here is because Joe Biden is giving them all these little goodie bags. When that spigot is cut off and all our tax dollars stop getting flooded to them that they don't deserve, watch. They will up and skedaddle away from here and get to running wherever they can get the wind to take their asses, okay? I'm just saying. But see, we got more I want to remind y'all of here for the so-called black and brown coalition jackasses. I want you to listen to this and still tell me if you think this is a black and brown coalition.
Yes. I see a lot of little short, dark people.
Yeah, puro Oaxacan Koreans. Not even like Kevin, little ones.
I was like, no, I don't know where these people are from. I was like, I don't know what village they came, how they got here, but.
And so they're wearing shoes.
I get what we have to do, right? Just massage to create districts that benefit you all, right? And the future.
Yep.
But we got to figure out Mark's seat too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, that benefits you three.
Because if the African Americans look at this, now that he might or may not be suspended, I don't know what's going to happen. I think he should be, but anyhow, if he goes away.
You mean resign, not suspended?
No, you're
right. I think there is a difference.
If I may,
if he resigns, hold on. If he resigns and the African Americans look at this as a hostile takeover because he's gone, we'll have to figure that shit out because politically they're going to come after.
Yeah, but can I say something right now? And this is what I call the ¿cómo se llama this guy? The movie, the Wizard of Oz effect.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by the Wizard of Oz effect is when you're at the side of the curtain, it's like this big voice. And it sounds big. And it sounds like there's thousands of them. And then when you actually pull the curtain, is that you see the little Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've never watched the movie.
It's the same thing.
All right.
It's real simple. You got 100 people, right? 52 of them are Mexicanos. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about my chances of beating your ass.
25 are black. And the 25 blacks are shouting. And
but they shout like they were 250.
Yeah.
Now, I know y'all remember that racist Nuri Martinez in that city council meeting that leaked that audio there that was over there in California. So for the goofies that's talking about black and brown, still think it's a black and brown coalition? I showed you earlier from the earliest days of LULAC where they were fighting to be classified as white. Where the hell is your brown people at to have a brown coalition with? Well, the brown people, like the brother Dewan B said on his post there, where are all the brown people speaking out against Ryan Garcia? Where are all the brown people standing up with us, trying to advocate for us to get justice and an anti-black hate crime bill? Where are these brown people at, huh? See, when I hear a black person saying that dumb shit, I'm like, who the brown people you talking about? You mean the ones that identify as white on paper? I don't see them. Where they at when it count? You never find them. But see, the taco tethers, okay, the taco tether terrorists, they're not the only ones, okay? Oh, no, I want to remind y'all of something else because, see, oh, you didn't think I was going to leave the Asians out of this, did you? Oh, no, I want y'all to take a listen to this. This is from the 60s as well. I want you to make sure you're taking notes.
Most Orientals feel more openly hostile to Negroes than most other Americans.
Why?
I'm not sure. Part of it's a certain dislike for the civil rights movement, because there's people that have worked for the civil rights are saying, the government, you know, give us training, give us this and that, and so we can become like you. And the Orientals take a great deal of pride saying, you know, we had San Francisco and we had riots too, but we made it on our own. Now why the hell are you taxing us and using our tax money to raise you up when we could do it ourselves? The reaction against Negroes is very, very strong. Really very strong.
Now you heard that, family. That was in the 60s. During the civil rights movement, this little beanhead jackass had the nerve to say at the end of that, the reaction against Negroes is really very strong and talking about what they did on their own. You see, there's a problem with that. And if those of you that are well studied on history, you are going to be familiar with what I'm about to say next. Does anybody remember what the yellow peril was? Remember the saying, you don't stand a Chinaman's chance in hell? Huh? And he's here talking about what they did on their own. They didn't even want your little asses over here, spring roll boy. You little soy sauce supremacists. They didn't want you over here. See, this hurts when you put the truth of that back. Look, let me tell you something. I've said this many times. God bless our ancestors and elders. We are compassionate people, have been, still are. But one of the greatest mistakes we ever made was fighting for that 1964 immigration bill. Oh, no. If I could go back in time, I would talk to my good brother, Dr. Martin Luther King and others. No, we don't. We don't need that. That shit should have never existed. That was a mistake. That's come back to bite us in our ass. I'm sorry. I know all the brothers and sisters that are from other lineages aren't like that, but it's too damn many. That was one of the worst mistakes our people ever made. That was one of the worst mistakes our people ever made, along with us integrating into the white economy instead of keeping our businesses. One of the worst mistakes we ever made. And they've proven it across the board. Every group, every single group that we fought for under that Immigration Act has come over here and gave us our ass to kiss as a collective. This boy sitting up there talking about what they did on their own. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of our grandparents and great-grandparents back then, hell, they was the one making sure that your bitch ass had an economy so that you could get some money over here. When you set up your little Chinatown and all that shit, we didn't really know nothing about no Chinese food. We were like, hell, man, you know what? Y'all need to make a living. Y'all just trying to make it like us. Hell, let's go over and support their restaurants. Shout out to the late, great Bruce Lee, who didn't act like that. He actually got a whip and came around black folks in Oakland, and, hey, they helped build him up. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of his swag from black people. He admitted that in interviews. I have to show y'all some of that old stuff. So shout out to the late, great Bruce Lee for that. But see, a lot of those Chinese exploitation movies, Chinese kung fu, we was the main ones going to the theater to see that. Trying to lift y'all up, man, and trying to have some type of brotherhood with y'all. And now I will give them credit in the beginning. When they first came over here, they were humble. But boy, that generation of next kids they had, I guess that comes from them not teaching them to be, hey, look, we wouldn't even have a way to make it over here if it wasn't for the black folks. I guess that went by the wayside, and you see what we got now, okay? Because that was from the 60s. That was that generation that came on up into prominence, and you see them today talking about stop Asian hate and making up all these lies on black folks. That's okay, though. It's a brand new day. And one thing about it, when my people wake up and we decide that we're going to change things, oh, yeah, it's going to get changed. So enjoy it while it lasts, because it's game over now. It's game over now. It's a wrap. But see, I want to show y'all something, right? Got one more thing just to let y'all check out here. I want y'all to listen to this fat, turkey gullet neck, white supremacist fraud of a preacher here so that you can understand where a lot of these little white supremacist adjacent folks get their mindset. I want you to listen to this lying bastard here that's supposed to be in a house of God because he's nowhere near close to the Most High. I want you to listen to this white supremacist and this lie he's about to tell so you'll know where they get that mindset towards black people. The people that hadn't done nothing to them in their homeland, we hadn't done them nothing when they came over here, but yet they got all this hatred for my people, the one that make a way for you. You basically biting the hand that feeds you, but see now that hand is about to bitch slap your ass with nothing but the truth. I want y'all to listen to this bastard right here though, because see, this is not only what they teach in their household, the white supremacist households, they also teach this to those white adjacents that come over here. Let's let this play. I want y'all to take a good listen to this in case you had never heard this before.
50 years ago, or 200 years ago, when the blacks were slaves, did they ever go to Washington, D.C. and have a rally 200 years ago to protest against slavery? Did they? No. What did they do? Well, a lot of good people in the plantations would say, hey, it's wintertime. Let us help build a church for you, dear folks.
Salute to the good sister, Mrs. L, for the cash out. Thank you very much, my sister. You hear this fat, bloated sultan of sandwiches sitting up here? Oh, it's wintertime. Let us build a church for you, dear folks. Really? Boy, talk about revisionist history. And he actually believes the bullshit that's coming out of his mouth, family. He actually does. I'm gonna let the rest of this play in case y'all never heard this before, because see, this is how white supremacy gets passed down. Not only in families, in their religious institutions. They teach shit like this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm not talking about the integrated churches where some of y'all are going there and sit with the white folks. You better believe they got their closed door sessions where they talk about stuff what your black ass won't be privy to. And see, yes, I understand Bruce Lee married a white woman. I'm making the point about how he acted towards black people and treated us. Bruce didn't never come out and mistreat black folks. So see, sometimes folks get caught up on certain things. The main point is he knew his place. He knew his place. Bruce Lee didn't come out acting crazy towards black folks. He understood that some of the main people that were supporting him when he came over here was our people. And in turn, some of the first students of his martial arts schools was black folks. Jim Kelly, so on and so forth, right? Shout out to the late, great Jim Kelly, okay? But I want y'all to listen to the rest of what this bag of dog shit here is about to say. Boy, when we talk about the delusion right here, and see, this is why you have to make sure that you teach your black children the truth about these things, because if you leave the education of your children up to the colonizer, they'll be telling them stuff like this.
And they loved them and taught them how to read so they can read the Bible. And here's what the blacks did about 150 years ago. They humbled themselves. They prayed. They sought God's face and they turned from their wicked ways. And God made slavery illegal through several white presidents, right?
You hear this fool? He said the slaves turned from their wicked ways and God made slavery illegal and ended. First of all, so basically, you think that my people were evil for existing on our own land before your colonizer ass came over here. And then for those of us that do have lineage that go back to the continent, you came over there and they were sold to you. So they was evil for that? Do you hear this type of demonically insane logic? He's calling our enslaved ancestors evil when they're the one that inflicted the evil upon us. This is what they do today. You notice this? See, y'all got to understand something. The way we think about religion and the way they think about it, two different things, okay? They use their religion and everything in their society to enforce and uphold the fragile system of white supremacy, okay? And this son of a bitch here is supposed to be a man of God. See, you know who I would love to hear him try to have a theological discussion with on this? Our good brother, the minister Louis Farrakhan. Oh, can y'all imagine him talking to this little portly bastard right here? Oh, boy, he would light him up. But I just want y'all to hear this, man. I'm going to let him finish up.
It worked, didn't it? They didn't protest. 150 years ago.
That bastard said it worked, didn't it? They didn't protest. Nah, we did a little bit more than protest. We started putting foot to ass on plantation after plantation. That's what actually happened. Yeah, so make sure that you on top of your game, educating your black children about our history and what happened. But see, for anybody that's on that black and brown bullshit, where most of these white adjacents are classified as white, and then I've shown you examples of the little soy sauce supremacists that also are classified as white, all of them across the board. Let me remind you of something, okay? I want to close it with this. I want you to listen not to me, but if you think that anything I said tonight was trivial, I want you to listen to some stomped down, old school, backwoods white supremacists. I want y'all to take notes now.
Boys, they're going to kill us a Negro.
And will you be at Saturday's rally?
More than likely. We'll see how things go. Calling for rain, but we'll see what happens. Called for rain today, but we still was out there. The Ku Klux Klan is like the postal service. We rain, shine, sleet, or snow. We're going to be out there. Ain't no rain going to stop me. So I'm going to be out there.
And that's how you do it. Prepare a crowd.
We going to kill us a Negro.
All right. This is the KKK.
There you go. See, sometimes you got to let them folks say it. And see, the reason why I played that, let me tell you something. Anybody coming over here aligning with our adversaries, you better take that serious. See, for me, I don't care if it's Ryan Garcia or whoever it is, okay? When you start sounding like them folks, I'm going to consider you a threat just like them also, okay? And I'm going to deal with you the same way. I'm not coddling none of our enemies. I'm not going to encourage none of you to coddle them. And we're going to have to start dealing with the threats within our community, like that heifer that was talking at the beginning, sitting on the line on our good brother Phil. Because, see, she's ignoring these threats, okay? Ones like I just showed you at the end here and all throughout this broadcast, she ain't paying attention to none of that. That's what you should be focused on. The current administration is making it easier for these people to harm you. But see, that's too much like right when you're trying to talk common sense to some people that are too far gone. So I'm here to tell you that the ones that are too far gone, don't waste your time, energy, or resources trying to reach them. You just get with like-minded brothers and sisters and you move wherever you are in this city and do whatever you can to secure the protection and empowerment of your people wherever you are, okay? So family, salute to everybody that joined us over here. I think I made my point over here. I will leave this up. So I want to make sure that y'all understand that. One more thing. I didn't put him in tonight's broadcast because I didn't want it to be too long, but I'm going to get on that horseshoe crab hairline bastard Stephen A. Smith. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna devote a whole program to his bitch ass. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to do it right here on my main channel. So be looking for that. That's going to be the very next broadcast. I'm going to get his ass all the way together. So with that said, salute to everybody. Protect yourselves and your families. Bless all of your families. Black first. And I will see you all in future content.